to the last 10. I ran away with my life, fast forward, never turn back again. It's kind of funny that the more we pass time, the more we need to set them rewind. And 19 was the year I had to leave you, but now I'm seeing all the signs. Is this really happening? I can't believe it's true. I'm just as surprised as you. Is this really happening? I can't be too sure, but one day I'll be yours again. Life lessons come one in a dozen. The other 11 get something from nothing. I sit here looking for an answer. Maybe the biggest question was in the last chapter.
So this was the final costume. I need to take it off now because we're all done. This all has a label in it, which is driving me absolutely insane because it's got a pin in it. And this cardi was from costume as well, because what I brought with me was just a bit too similar to what some other people were wearing. And in the first scene, the jacket that I brought with me, my green leather jacket, like the girl I was speaking to was in a very similar green jacket, but it was on colour theme though. But yeah, I need to take this off, give it to costume. All done. Just need to return this now. And like that, I'm home. When I left, pouring it down, absolutely pouring it down, and there was a bunch of people just stood in the doorway of ITV, just like waiting for cars and things, and it's just like, well, I parked over there, so see ya. Just put my hood up and walked. I went the slightly less muddy route back to the car. Yeah, it's been a good day. I think originally I was only supposed to be there for the walk-on roll, just the one scene, and then like, actually, we might keep you to do something else, because I had more people arrive at 10:30. I was on the 7:30 start. And so, yeah, they kept me. It meant I had lunch there. So it was a Philly cheesesteak sandwich, which was actually very tasty with like this blue cheese sauce and Cajun fries, which had a good kick to them, and a little bit of salad. But yeah, it was very tasty. And then I also had a snack of a flapjack and a Mars bar, and had multiple cups of tea. I'm going to end up being paid for 2 episodes rather than the 1 episode that I thought originally. So it's going to be a 2-episode night. So I think I'm going to do 2-episode nights of like Wednesdays and Fridays, I think. Stay tuned. But yeah, as I am filming this, it's going to be 6 weeks-ish until the episode airs. But as you are watching it, by the time this is actually published, it will have aired, because I try to coincide uploading with after it's aired, because then I can actually share stuff, because I have to kind of keep stum, because I do like my sign out sheet, but I'm not officially embargoed, but I'm not supposed to talk about it anyway. So I'll tell like my family and just say, yeah, just keep an eye on Emmerdale in 6 weeks time. Or like when I know round about it's airing, I'll be just like, just keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, originally what I was wearing was approved, and then they came back to me and said, oh, actually, we've realised that we've got somebody else in a green jacket, so please don't wear the pleather one. I have my green pleather jacket with me. And then they looked at my top and said, we've realised that in a later scene in the episode, somebody's wearing a top very similar to that. So I did show them what else I had with me, and they were just, actually, can we just give you some tops that we have? And so I tried them on. Because originally I think they tried to put a little cami top underneath my first top, and then they were just like, oh, actually, can we put you in something else, because we've realised just how close that top is to what somebody else is wearing. So then they put me in the other top, which was from Phase 8. It was a very nice top, actually. I felt it was quite flattering, because costume was just like, yeah, it doesn't look like much on the hanger, but it's actually really flattering on whoever we put it on. So, but it did have a tag on it still, which they hadn't taken off, and it's just like, I'm not taking that tag off, because that's how they've given it to me. So it was digging into my neck for like most of the day, which is quite uncomfortable. but it was a nice top. So I'll have to check out the website and see if it's there. And also, even though it's like July, I mean, admittedly it's raining today, but it's still quite warm. But being told it was going to be aired in September, they're just like, yeah, you need to bring some layers and you're going to be inside. So you don't have to worry about being too warm, but set was still fairly warm because we're indoors. Yeah, I just really enjoy being on a set and watching everything and how it all works, and like seeing like the set being turned around, because originally when you go on, it almost looks like a sitcom setup where you've got like your set and then your cameras like there, like where the audience would be, and then you can see them like putting set pieces on when they need to like readjust the angles and they like need to move cameras around. So where there wasn't a wall originally, they will put that wall together and slide it in. And yeah, I just find it fascinating. And also something that I've never noticed before, because normally you just have people, I think it's because I've done quite a few stuff which is kind of a bit more on location, where they have people operating the boom mics. Here they had Steadicams. They had like steady boom mics. There were still people behind them, but they didn't need to have the full strength because the boom was being held up by like a steady thing. But yeah, I'd never seen that before. So it's just like, oh, that is really cool. Can you tell I'm just completely fascinated by it all? I've been doing this since I was like 21, but I'm still so fascinated just watching everything to come together. And yeah, for the scene where I'm being talked to about like this spa deal, you'll see it at the end of the video. The actress Eden, who I was working with, there was a point at the end where they were just like, right, we just want you to kind of like improvise a little bit. And so she did, and she was just there trying to read off as much as she could like about this Reiki spa deal. And once they said cut, because I was just there going like, ooh, I just had to make noises. And at the end, when she's just wrapped up and they hadn't officially said cut, she was just like, please don't make me do it again. And I just said, like, from someone who works in a spa, that actually sounded really good, so don't worry about it. Like, oh, where do you work? So I told them where I worked, and they're just like, oh, we know there. And they would, because my place of work has been used quite a lot as a set for Emmerdale. So yeah, so that was quite funny when that happened. And then in the other scene that we filmed, there was like the actors, like say I'm here, there were actors, there's a table of actors here and a table of actors here, so we were like right in the middle. And the guy I was with, I didn't actually catch his name, there was a lot of us, and it was basically just that he had a plate of food in front of him, and then it was like tapas style, so there was just food all over the table, but then I didn't have a plate. So we were joking that this was some kind of like blind date where he just had ordered all this food for himself and I was just watching him eat. And the table of actors next to us were getting quite funny about it because they were just like, you just need to steal his plate. Like, we'll get you a plate, yeah. But obviously I couldn't get one because that had just been how like the scene had been set up, and I was just there with a drink just watching him eat. Yeah, it was quite funny. So I finished a book today and I started a book today, so I've got some book videos to do, and also I have been sat down for a lot of today, and there was a point when my back started to twinge because of how much I've been sat down. I did try to kind of get up and like walk about every so often, whether it was like just walk to the canteen or just walk into the loo and stuff. But generally you don't want to be like constantly like not on set, because if they need you, they need you. And if you're not there, they will just grab somebody else instead. So I just wanted to, but also because I was there for the walk on, it was just like, if they do actually need me and nobody knows where I am, so I tried to stay on set for as much as I could, just getting up just occasionally, just to stretch my legs a bit. But now my neck is a mess. My neck hurts so much driving home, and there's so much roadworks happening around ITV that driving home was just bleh. I don't think I've ever come home the same way twice from ITV in Leeds. Like, Maps always takes me a different way every single time I come home. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed it. Obviously, I haven't managed to get much footage, but I hope me just sharing the story and some of what happened. The cat's home. He was taken to the vet this morning to get some vaccinations. but it had just been tipping it down that we're going to have a very, very wet cat. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Probably a bit of a shorter video today, but oh well. And yeah, I like taking you along when I'm on set, even though I can't film as much, but just giving you like a little peek into what happens when I go, whether I'm doing background or walk on or whatever. But yeah, it's been a good day. And because they decided to keep me, I was on for 2 episodes. And because I was in the same costume, it'll be on a 2-episode night. Good fun. This isn't like my regular content because I'm mainly reading. As I said, I've been reading today, even when I wasn't on set. It's always, whenever you go to set, always find something to entertain yourself because there's a lot of sit around and wait. So, yeah, I finished Call of the Penguins, which was the second book of the very Macready books by Hazel Pryor. And then I'm reading a book called, is it The Last to Vanish? On Burrow Box, which I just could not stop turning the pages. I could not stop turning the pages. So I'm very much looking forward to reading that, to finishing that and seeing where it all goes. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, especially if you want to see me talking about more books. And yeah, I'll see you next time with another video. But don't go anywhere, because at the end of this video, right after this clip, I'm going to pop on the clips from the episode I was in. See you next time.
The Reiki package includes full use of the spa, both before and after treatment, or we can add on a facial or a sea salt scrub, just whatever you fancy. Why don't you have a look through the brochure and I will get you a detox drink.
You and Billy should come along. I mean, totally hush-hush, but you will get to try things you've never tried before.
Big talk. What are you going to do with the pizza?
Oh, you'd be surprised.
You might as well say yes, because he's not going to give up.
But I can honestly say, you won't be disappointed.
There, see? More positivity, please.
Yeah, go Sonny. Go Sonny.
So, what'd you say? Shall I book you a table?
What do you think, Belle? Do you fancy a double date with Tom and Billy? Anything to stop him banging on about that new car. I hope you weren't too annoyed. He's just a big kid at heart, isn't he? Yeah, it's his money. He can do what he wants with it.
Well, I wish my boyfriend would buy a flash car. Tell Tom I'm happy to go for a spin anytime.
Well, I've already beaten you to it. And I nearly gave birth on Humpback Bridge. And then he made me take a load of selfies for his socials.
Now that I need to see.
No, don't. It's embarrassing. I could barely fit in the seat. Who can say no to Tom, eh?
He's a laugh, all right.
But he cracks you up all the time. Yeah, something like that.
Well, as lovely as this is, are you all coming tonight?
What do you say, Belle? Should we surprise the men in our lives? Yeah, sure. Why not? Great. Well, I'll tell Tom when I go back to work. It'll be fun.
Your menu tweaks are amazing.
You've got to say that.
No, when you've stopped stressing, we've got some beers in the fridge at ours. We should celebrate.
Now you're talking.
I meant what I said before, you know. Me buying this place could really kickstart his career.
You're jumping the gun a bit, aren't you? Because your offer isn't the only one on the table.
No offence, but Jay's hardly Premier League, is he? More Sunday five-a-side kickabout.
You just can't help yourself, can you?
Always undermine the competition.
That one's insane. You should get Sonny to cater your retreats.
Got you on commission, has he?
I wish. To be quids in. We're a bit more health oriented.
Yeah, but Dawn's right. This is pretty amazing.
Does anybody want another one of these?
Thanks. Whoa! Oh, Billy, look what you've done now.
Oh, don't blame me. Val did it. And no prizes for guessing why.
What does that mean? Nothing. He's just making excuses, aren't you?
Yeah, if you say so.
It's fine. I'll just get some water on it.